Hello everyone, Cousin here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1461 and New York Times Hot Sudoku for June 19th, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1461. I'm gonna start with the word hinge. Alright, only got the I yellow, so this letter goes somewhere else in this word. I could, well, be, placed in the middle. Could be a double consonant. Or just a double vowel, AI. So let's try climb and see what happens because I do want to try out more consonants and try to place the I at the same time. Alright, I placed the C unexpectedly, but not for the I though. So would it be strange if it's go last? I think it's more likely for an I to go before last. And it could be IC ending. Like, actually I don't know. CR? Cupid? CU something I. Curic? Is that a word? Q. Hmm. What goes last though? It could be another C, like IC ending. It's pretty common for adjectives to end in IC. Hmm. Cutis? I mean, I don't know this word existed. I don't know that there's such word, but it's not even the word will answer. Well, I can't think. Well, for now, I can't think of the word. Oh, is it IO? Curio? Curio, wow. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I just did not expect this word to end with a vowel. IO ending. Certainly did not expect that. Out of the 5 letters, 3 of them are vowels, and only 2 of them are consonants, so. Um, I mean, these all are commonly used letters, but when you put them together, IO ending is less common, you know? So yeah, I'll take it. Fifth guess is not too bad either, but could have done better if I know the word. If I knew the word, so. Anyway, today's Wordle answer is Curio. I got it in 5 tries. This is Wordle number 1461. Let's move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today is June 19th, 2025. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. These 8s force the digit 8 into this cell in block 5, and these 8s point left. These 8s point right, and this cell sees another 8. These 7s point up, and so do these 7s. We have these 7s pointing left. Okay, so in row 3, 7 is a missing digit, so it has to go somewhere in this row. But this cell C7 and this cell also C7. So in row 3, the digit 7 is forced into one of these 2 cells over here. Can't go into these 2 cells, right? So 7 is guaranteed into one of these 2 cells for row 3. And now look at column 3. 7 is also placed in this column. This cell now cannot contain a 7 because it sees the hidden 7 here. So I can eliminate 7 from this cell because of hidden 7 here. This cell sees 7, this cell sees 7, and this also sees another 7. So in column 3, 7's still a missing digit, so it has to go somewhere. And all other open cells except this cell see another 7, so it is forced into this cell as the only cell available for 7 in this column. You also could have made use of the I forgot the term. I haven't used this term in such a long time. Mini X-wing, yes, mini X-wing. Either 7s go like this or like this. All of these open cells over here in rows 1 and 2 in block 1 will see the 7s. So after eliminating 7 from these cells, 7 can only go into one of these 2 cells in block 1. And similarly, no matter if 7s are placed like this, or in the other way, these open cells down here, in columns 1 and 2 in block 7, will see these 7s. And this also sees 7. So I can force the digit 7 into this cell in block 7. Or you could have just looked at the row 3, and then the column 3. So either way would get you the 7s placed or marked. So yeah. Then these 6s point up. These 4s force the digit 4 into one of these 2 cells in block 8. Okay, now there is a 6-7 pair up here. As you can see in block 2, the digits 6 and 7 are missing. These 6s and 7s force both 6 and 7 into these 2 cells only. So in order to fit both 6 and 7 into block 2, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 6 and 7. So these 2 cells form the 6-7 pair, and all other digits are eliminated from these 2 cells. Now 1 and 4 are certainly not 1 and 4 are certainly not 6 or 7, so I can eliminate 1 and 4 from these cells. With this 1 and this 4 pointing in, the digits 1 and 4 in block 2, both of them can only go into these 2 cells. So in order to fit both 1 and 4 into block 2, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 1 and 4. So these 2 cells form the 1-4 pair, which eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. So we've got a 6-7 pair and a 1-4 pair. So that's 4 of the 6 missing digits accounted for, leaving the 2 remaining open cells to contain the remaining missing digits that have not been mentioned, which are 3 and 9. So 3-9 pair here. So yeah, this is quite interesting. 6-7 pair, followed by the 1-4 pair, and at last 3-9 pair. Well, these 4s point right. These 2's point down, and this cell sees another 2. So in block 8, the digit 2 is forced into this cell. These 2's point up, and this cell sees another 2. These 2's point right. So do these 2's. Now you can make use of the mini X-wing again. Either 2's like this, or in the other way. These open cells up here, which are in columns 7 and 8 in block 3, cannot contain 2 because it will see these 2's. So in block 3, the digit 2 is forced into one of these 2 cells. Or just look at column 9. 2 is a missing digit of column 9, so it has to go somewhere in the column, but these open cells see another 2. So in column 9, the digit 2 is forced into one of these 2 cells only. And now these 2 cells form a 2-7 pair. As you can see in block 3, the digits 2 and 7 are missing. These 2's and 7's force both 2 and 7 into these 2 cells only. So in order to fit both 2 and 7 into block 3, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 2 and 7. Or you can say in column 9, this cell sees 2 and 7 as these two cells also see 2 and 7. So either block 3 or column 9, um, both 2 and 7 can only go into these two cells, so I have to make them reserved for 2 and 7. They form a 2-7 pair, so these two cells eliminate all other digits from these two cells, making the other three open cells in column 9 a 139 triple. Okay, now the digit 4 in block 8 is forced into this cell. This 5 points down to force the digit 5 into row 8 in block 8. Oh, these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 5, which actually places 5 in this cell in block 8. Then 1, 3, and 9 are the missing digits of block 8. This cell sees a 3. 1, 3, 9 triple in row 8. Okay, that's cool. In other words, it makes these two cells a 6-8 pair. Yeah, 2 is to spot it. Either you just see the 6-8 pair first and then the 139 triple, or you spot the 139 triple first, like I did, then spot the 6-8 pair. So how the 139 triple works is that in this row, there are 3 open cells which only contain 3 certain digits, 1, 3, and 9 in this case. So the concept behind is that I cannot leave these cells to be empty towards the end. So to ensure that these cells do not become empty, I have to keep 1, 3, and 9 in these 3 cells. Keeping 1, 3, and 9 in these 3 cells eliminates 1s, 3s, and 9s from all other open cells in this row. So these 3 cells form the 139 triple, making these two cells a 6-8 pair. Of course, you can just say that these two cells see 6 and 8. This also sees 6 and 8. So to fit both 6 and 8 into row 8, I have to make these two cells reserved for 6 and 8, so they form a 6-8 pair. Both work. Order doesn't matter. Spot one of them, you're gonna spot both. Alright. Actually, the digit 8 in block 7 is forced into column 2. Oh, yeah. The digit 8 in block 7 is forced into column 2, so a hidden 8 here eliminates 8 from this cell, and places 8 in this cell in block 4. Alright, 6-7 pair up here makes these 3 cells a 139 triple. Okay, in column 3, 3, 6, and 9 are the missing digits. This cell sees a 3, so it's 6 and 9 only. In row 6, the missing digits are 3, 4, and 9. This cell sees 3 and 4, so this cell is forced to be a 9, leaving 3 and 4 into the other two open cells in this row. Well, 3, 6, and 7 are now the missing digits of block 4. Oh, okay, so, yeah, it's this cell. This cell becomes a naked single. I was just looking at row 2 and that's how I spotted it, but, to make things simpler, more straightforward explanation, I'll do it this way. This cell sees or cannot contain 1, 2 from the 2-7 pair, 3 from the 3-9 pair, 4, um, it also sees 6, 7 from the 2-7 pair, 8, and 9 from the 3-9 pair. So the only possible digit which can go into this cell is a 5. All other digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9 cannot go into this cell. So 5 is the only possible digit which can go into this cell. And to ensure that this cell does not become empty towards the end, I have to put a 5 into this cell. It's the only possible option, which avoids empty cells, because empty cells would break the Sudoku puzzle. So to avoid that, I must make the cell a 5. It's the only possible solution. So this is a naked single 5. Again, it sees 1, 2 from the 2-7 pair, 3 from the 3-9 pair, 4, 6, 7 from the 2-7 pair, 8, and 9 from the 3-9 pair. So it can only be a 5. Then these 5s points left, this cell sees another 5, and these 5s points down, where this cell sees this 5. Okay, then 3-9 pair here makes these 3 cells a 2-6-7 triple. This cell is 1, 3, 4, or 9 for the column. This cell is also 1, 3, 4, or 9 for the block or for the column. Oh, these ones points down. So force the digit 1 into one of these 2 cells in block 7, and these 2 cells form a 1-8 pair. As you can see in block 7, the digits 1 and 8 are missing. These 1s and 8s force both 1 and 8 into these 2 cells only. So in order to fit both 1 and 8 into block 7, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 1 and 8. So these 2 cells form the 1-8 pair, and all other digits are eliminated from these 2 cells. So 6 cannot go into this cell anymore. Oh yeah, because right, it also cannot be a 1 because of the 139 triple. Ah, right. No wonder why I have a 6 marking here. So yeah, 2 ways to interpret it. Well, I feel like the most straightforward way is that these ones points down, and this cell sees a hidden 1 from the 139 triple, right? So in block 7, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. So 139 triple makes these 2 cells 6-8 pair. But now 8 can only go into this cell, which makes this cell a 6. 6 goes into one of these 2 cells in block 6. Then these 8s point right, and this cell sees this 8. This cell cannot be an 8. Sorry, cannot be a 1. In block 7, 5, 6, and 9 are the missing digits. Okay, in row 3, the missing digits are 3, 4, 7, and 9. This cell sees 3, 4, and 9. So among the missing digits of row 3, after eliminating 3, 4, and 9 from this cell, it can only be a 7. Of course, you can also look at column 2. Missing digits of column 2 are 2, 5, 6, and 7, but this cell sees 2, 5, and 6. So among the missing digits of column 2, um, this cell has to be a 7 because it sees all others. So yeah. Anyway, either by the row or by the column, you'll place this 7 in this cell. Then 7 is forced into this cell in block 4. Then this cell sees 3, so 6 and 3 this way. Okay, the digit 6 in block 6 is forced into this cell, leaving a 1 9 pair in row 4, but this cell sees 1. So 9 and 1 this way, and these ones points down, this cell sees another 1. So in block 9, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. Yeah, this cell now sees 1 and 3, so among the missing digits of block 8, this cell has to be a 9, leaving 1 3 pair in these two cells, which also forces 9 in this cell in block 9, or row 8, because 1 3 here makes this a 9 for the missing digits of this row. Okay, well, 2 7 pair up here makes this cell a 3, 2 5 8 triple down here. Oh, but 2 is forced into this cell, which forces 2 into this cell in block 6. 5 8 pair down here, but this cell sees 5, so 8 and 5 this way, which places the 9 here. This cell sees 5, so 5 and 6 this way, which makes this 9 to complete the column. In column 1, 3 and 6 are the missing digits. Sorry. Okay, never mind. 3 and 6 are the missing digits of column 1, sorry. Yeah, 3 and 6 are missing from column 1, but this cell sees 6. So 3 and 6 this way. This cell sees 5, so 2 and 5 like this. This cell sees 6, so 7 and 6. 7 and 2. 3 or 4 for the missing digits of block 6. 4 and 9 are missing from row 3, but this cell sees a 9. So 4 and 9 this way. This 4 comes back down 3 and 4. 3. 9 and 3. And then, to complete the columns, 3 and 8. And, okay, 9 is forced into this cell in block 5. And then this Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times Hot Sudoku in about 18 and a half minutes. So I would say the Sudoku puzzle is mostly straightforward. Don't think there were many too tricky spots. I feel like it was just alright. The difficulty was just alright. I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. So, think towards the beginning, there was the 6-7 pair in block 2, which also gave us the 1-4 pair and the 3-9 pair. So in block 2, the 6-7 pair, 1-4 pair, and 3-9 pair. Well, or you could find in block 2. Then later on, the 2-7 pair in block 3. 2-7 pair in block 3, but I think that was after the mini X-Wings. So the placement of 7s like this and like this made 7 forced into one of these two cells. And 7s, well, hidden 7s here and here, also had an effect on the placement of 7 in block 7. Or you could have just looked at row 3 and column 3 respectively and placed or marked down the 7s. So both ways work. Either the mini X-Wing or just the rows or columns with more restricted or more limited options, less possibilities. Okay, so I've covered naked singles, yeah. 5 right here. This was a very key naked single, I would say. Yeah. I don't think I would have solved this Sudoku puzzle that smoothly if I did not spot this, so yeah, after I spotted this, it was, things flowed. I think this was really significant, this key spot. It saw every other digit, no matter if it's given, placed, or hidden, like in pairs or triples, or just ordinary markings. So yeah, this cell was a naked single. So yeah, I feel like these were the key. Oh, and also, 139 triple in row 8, or 6-8 pair in row 8. If you spot one of them, you're gonna spot both, so it's fine. Anyway, the key spots for this Sudoku puzzle are, again, 6-7 pair, 1-4 pair, and 3-9 pair in block 2. The mini X-wing, or just looking at rows of columns by the placement of sevens. And then the 2-7 pair in column 9, or block 3, 2-7 pair here. And then 1-3-9 triple, or 6-8 pair in row 8. And there were some naked singles, like the naked single 5 in block 3, and the naked single 7 in block 1. So yeah, these were the key spots. If you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you, and hopefully this video helped. Today is June 19th, 2025. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1461 and New York Times Hot Sudoku for today. I'll see you all next time. Bye!